The geothermal loop starts right here with these two hoses. They'll come in from the loop outside and they go into the back of the GeoSmart unit right here. The top is the outgoing, the bottom is the incoming. And the opposite side here is where domestic hot water makes its loop. From this top insulated pipe comes our hot water out of the GeoSmart unit into a series of 5 tanks. At this intersection right here is where cold water is introduced and loop water, the return lines from the system, come in as well. That'll make up for the hot water that we consume. The incoming cold water right now is right about 40 degrees, maybe a little bit less. Each of these tanks are plumbed in a series. They'll go in the bottom of each tank. Each tank is about 120 gallons. And it'll exit from the top. And it does that on each one of these. There's 5 in the series. We've got some checkpoints where we mark the temperature. Coming off the 3rd tank, right now we're at about 122, 123 degrees. We've got the set at a peak of 125 degrees usable water. That's as hot as we're going with it right now. That's as hot as we can get it. Coming into tank 4, that goes in the bottom. It also comes out the bottom over to tank 5. And tank 4 also exits at the top. This unit right here, or this connection right here, will go to 2 areas. That's the front of the men's locker room for the showers, and this loop here goes to the rear locker room for the men's showers. Those are the only things that coming off tank 4 where those go, strictly men's locker room. Right now the outgoing temperature to the back of the locker room is about 115 degrees or so. And then coming off the bottom of tank 4 and going into tank 5, tank 5 has 1 out, and that goes to the kitchen, the ladies' locker room, and the rest of the club. Right now that outgoing is about 110 degrees, and this is measured on the outside of the pipe, and the return on that is about 120. Obviously there's a difference with the mercury as opposed to the unit that's attached to the outside of the copper pipe. This is the return from the kitchen and the locker, or the kitchen and the rest of the building. This is the return for the men's showers and the sinks in the men's locker room. That return right now is about 115 or so. And this is where the recirc goes back into the series of 5 tanks. That's the geo system.